Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What did he do? What did he do?
Another episode of the YDD Show here for y'all on this January 31st, 2024. It's Wednesday as always. It's always Wednesday. Actually, I don't want to say it's always Wednesday because if you watch
Sometimes it's not Wednesday.
yeah, sometimes it's not. It's definitely not Wednesday. But it is Wednesday today. Hump day. Hump day. Hope y'all getting through it. If y'all here with us today, we know y'all getting through it. You know what I'm saying?
You see that thing that said that there should be 13 months?
There should be 13 months because we should shorten up some of these other ones and even out
That's
February.
it, exactly. 28 days in every month.
Yo, don't come in here trying to check my blackness before February 1st.
Crazy.
Yo, if you're new here, I'm your host, you know what I'm saying, Big Dad.
I'm Sho.
If you're new, hit that like button, maybe hit that subscribe button, share this to your people, share this to your friends, whatever. And there's also like links down like in the you know what I'm saying, like in the little description that you could definitely like go and find out, and you know what I'm saying, like there's more stuff, more dynamicism. Today on the show, we are joined back for the second time.
Rewind selector.
We have Noel Plouffe. Oh, I should.
Welcome back, Noel.
Great to be here.
That was the wrong sound.
It was a good sound though.
Yeah, it was good. How you doing?
I'm fantastic.
I'm fantastic. Also,
About yourself?
I'm great. Super excited to have you on the show today. Super excited because we are continuing this little series that we have going on. It's like a quiet series. The series is happening.
Art Money
is happening. We're inviting folks here into our space to talk about how they're using, getting, distributing, ideating about art money.
Art Money.
Art money?
Art money.
Art Money.
Are you familiar with art money?
No, I know what money is, and I certainly know what the arts. And I assume it's money made from the arts. Ergo,
Art Money. See?
that's me. I know all about art money.
No, all about
But it's
art
also
money.
about like making money from the art, which, as we all know, is fucking difficult.
Trying to find money to make money from the art.
Ooh, another hard one.
Because, like, you know what I mean? You can get money to make the art. Then do you then have the money to produce, publish, showcase, perform your work? Because that also costs money.
Well, yeah. And for the artist, it all comes in one nice big package. You get to do it all.
Get to do it all. Everything.
That's it.
By yourself. Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
For
Not
most
all
of
the
us,
time.
yeah.
Not all the time, for sure.
If you have a team, you're lucky, but you pay for them. So, Art Money.
I am lucky.
You know what I'm saying? Art
Yeah.
Money.
Art money. So, Noel, it's
Yes,
great to have you here.
Thank you.
Happy 2024.
Yeah.
It's hump day. So it is the last Wednesday of the month. And
Aware of that.
typically on which Wednesday we do like, do a check-in, like, what's going on in your in your sphere. How are you getting through the week? But really, because it's the last Wednesday of the month, like, you obviously have some challenges you had some ideas that you wanted to start, goals for 2024, but the first month is over.
Yep. Flew
Yes.
by you.
So now let's talk about that. Where are you at? How are you feeling? 2024 started 1 month in, Wednesday, so it's hump day.
Yes.
Have you
you-
made progress?
have you
on
made
the
progress?
goals? And if
Yes, I've made progress.
Talk to us about that.
Some of that.
Talk to us about your 2024
sometimes
goals.
I'm behind.
No,
Well, what has always been lurking in the back of my head every day is, you didn't practice today. You got to practice, because I've set myself up a goal doing some fairly complicated 17th century Spanish music, and I want to impress people when I play it. So I knew it was going to be a labor, But much to my own personal surprise, it's coming along. I'm coming along a lot faster than I thought I was going to come along. So that I've got half of it learned. It's just tying it all together. When you play, you learn this passage of a piece of music, and then another passage, and you know that this one that you've just learned is going to lead into the next one, which you're in process of learning, and the one before that, the one after that you've got to get to, and then there's the ones that you started with. So when you start playing it, they all have to lead into the next. They all got to tie together. It can't be
sequencing, folks. That's sequencing.
There it is. It can't be performing and then always, have that pause. I got to reach down and hit this E. It's E that's next. To know that I'm going to be running up the scale and then stop.
Yeah.
And then I'm back down to the bottom again. So these things like that,
It's like the practice makes it perfect.
Practice does make it perfect.
That's it. And it becomes like second nature, right? Because so we've played these songs that we go out and play all the time, right? And we've played them and practiced them so many times that it's like it's second nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like sometimes even if it goes wrong, it goes right. That's how, like, with it you can get to. So like it's like you sharpening your sword all the time.
Now, Noel, you don't have the luxury to on the fly adjust arrangements.
Right.
That's what I'm doing right now. I mean, I won't be on the fly.
Yeah.
You
like mid performance, right? Like, so like you can't miss a stanza and be like, all right, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna come back.
The Consort's got some really brilliant musicians, and they know how to pick up the slack fast. They know what's going on.
That's how I feel about Sho. I don't know if we came in and told this story, but a few weeks ago, speaking of shifting arrangements, a few weeks ago we performed at Tafeta inside in Lowell. It's at the Western Ave Studios.
Very cool place.
And we were, again, exactly what you're saying, right? The sequencing. First, here's the first mistake. Not even mistake. Here's where I should have known. I should have practiced. Was that, hey, what's the set list? Oh, we're gonna do the same set list that we did from the last show. And then I went in and I looked at the set list from the last show, and I said this to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't remember performing any of this.
I think we skipped a lot of it. You were the DJ. You were the DJ at that show, so.
Okay, so all right, so they're off to the bad start already. Off to a bad start. We get up there, songs are going, rocking. Merritt comes out in a bear, rocking. We did talk about the bear part.
Yeah.
But as this is going, we have a song. We're doing a song together. But this happens often, sometimes whatever. I can either come back to it but this time we didn't have time. We were tight on our performance window, right? This is the time this is your slot.
Yeah.
And song comes on, boom. I start rapping his verse, so we just go with it.
But it's not so. I'm supposed to go second in the song, so it changes the arrangement of it, right?
Of the whole song, and we had to do it right,
right
we had to look at each other, be like,
"Is it? This is how it goes now."
This is how it goes now.
So we have that luxury, like kind of like jazz musicians, also, where you can kind of like
improvisation. That's what I was going to ask. Is there any?
It's got to be tougher with the type of music that you play, like chamber music or like 17th century compositions. Is there as much room for improvisation?
Yeah, there's lots of room for improvisation. The trumpet player in the ensemble, his name is Rich Gibbon, and he does improvisations all over the place, and I'm not aware of them until I'm listening to the recording, and it's like, whoa, where did that come from? That's Rich and running up the scale, So it's
so it does happen.
Do you ever have to tell them, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, like turn Turn it down a little bit. Hey, relax.
We all trying to get some.
No, I never thought of that. In fact, I have to talk him into improvising in 2 other pieces of music. We're doing this. Oh man, it is this. Well, it's a traditional Spanish piece, but it had words attached to it at the time of Queen Isabella, and it has well, that's what I was working on, trying to get words lined up. But it has spaces where improvisations are called for. They're not spelled out, but they're called for. So what I did was, in spite of the fact that this is a Spanish tune, it was a very popular Spanish tune, and it doesn't take much to find, some Italian composer like Corelli who wrote out all these improvisations for that tune. So we'll just stick those in, or I'll hand them to Rich and say, make this work.
Make it work.
Weave it
in. Yeah. Play this at your will. At your will.
And he'll do it.
Well, so that is a good thing.
That is a good thing.
It seems more forgiving than I thought it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, listen, a trumpet. I mean, let's be honest. The trumpet only got 3 buttons.
Trumpet gonna get in there all over the place.
All over the place.
He picks up a flugelhorn. That's got 4.
4 buttons. Okay, now we're.
Now the pinky's in it.
Yeah, now the
pinky's in this.
Now we're getting complicated. So how do you go about like finding the community of chamber musicians, and how is that growing? Thus far, because if you haven't yet, you can watch our last episode, our episode previously last year, 2023, around the same time. So I want to know. I know the consort, Thurston Consort. You can remind the folks a little bit about the Thurston Consort, but also tell us how it's growing and what that's going to look like for 2024. Obviously, I know a lot.
Yes, you do.
I won't.
But no, your audience doesn't.
Yeah, they do not.
I'd like to learn. Okay. Well, anyway, the Thurston Consort, it's named after a 19th century Fitchburg singing master by the name of Cyrus Thurston. And he was much admired in the community. So it seemed to...
Singing master?
He ran several choirs in the community.
Okay.
And it seemed to be the perfect connection to make to this ensemble. So we started in 2019. It was October of 2019 was our first concert, October 26th. And then we were getting ready to start our 2020 season, and then COVID came and it shut us down. I didn't retain any of my musicians from the original consort. They ended up moving to other places or just doing other things, other activities, and so it just didn't happen. So I was trying to recruit, and I was speaking to I'm going to get her name wrong. But she runs the orchestra, the community orchestra in Pittsburgh State University.
Amy McLaughlin.
Well, she's the band leader.
Oh, okay. Different person.
All right.
This is a different person. Runs the orchestra.
This is an orchestra. This ain't no band.
Yeah, this is a string orchestra.
Okay, my bad.
That's where my cello player came from. But before I talk about the cello player, I was asking her for recommendations for string players, and she recommended Hannah Bitterman, who plays the flute. And Hannah worked out just fine. She's a wonderful person, and She has helped with recruitment for. She put us in contact with Lisa Kempsky, who is our violinist, and she also does a lot of our arrangements. And then her husband.
Lisa does.
Lisa, yeah. And then her husband, Rich. He was sort of like he just wanted to come along. So, okay, great. This is great. You got a trumpet player now. So Lisa on Kempsky on violin. Rich Given on trumpet, and then the final and Hannah Bitterman on flute, and then the last person, which I hadn't talked about, but she started playing the same time as Hannah started. Her name is Lori Struby, and she's the cello player. She's the section leader of the community orchestra, and she plays in several other ensembles. They all play in other ensembles. That's one of the things that's a headache trying to arrange for concerts because you've got to.
You're beefing with the other ensembles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to shuffle around people's schedules.
So is this a art money topic? Like, do you get outbid? Like, if somebody's like, oh yeah, hey, we got this gig booked, November 3rd.
No, the Thurston Consort has a very unique selling proposition.
Nobody fucking with the Thurston Consort. He just said it.
No. The fact is, and maybe it's because I'm a 67-year-old man, but it's very Fitchburg centric.
Okay.
It's more than just Fitchburg centric. It's very Main Street Fitchburg centric.
Okay.
And that a lot of our work and what we do ties directly to the economic development of Fitchburg, and the downtown is the focus. And I've talked to different people. I spoke to somebody from the chamber. They were talking about going up to playing up in Ashburnham at the new performance center there.
Oh yeah. Yes, New Dawn Art Center.
New Dawn, yes.
I got to connect with Abby over there. Yeah.
Who's Abby?
Abby is the director of the New Dawn Art Center.
Oh, she's the Grand Fromage up there. Okay. So anyway, and I had a hard time explaining that we are focused on performance in town Fitchburg.
Yeah.
I get it.
I do.
I was going to ask that question, but you actually just cleared it up. I was going to ask if there was any, if you had any aspirations to play outside of that, or if your focus is there purposefully, but you basically, you already nailed that. You said
right. I mean, opportunities do arise. Sometimes we're asked to play out of town. It depends on who's doing the asking. If it's somebody who I feel we have a personal, should do them a favor, or they've been so helpful to us that we're happy to oblige them,
Yeah, I get that.
But the season's starting up fairly quickly. I mean, we're not doing our first full ensemble concert until May 11th, but we have a smaller ensemble that we sort of shift and swap and trade musicians through, so that there's always work available for them.
Nice.
So and that would be the duet ensemble.
See, that's how you make the art. That's how you make the art money. You do stretch.
I saw a configuration of the duet ensemble at Main Street Studios.
You did?
Yeah. Last year.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
It was the ice cream fundraiser.
That's what it was.
Yes.
The ice cream social that had no ice cream.
Was that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Why was there no ice cream?
Because that's not what you do. That's not what they're there for.
No, ice cream social is definitely supposed to have ice cream.
I mean, they had ice cream after, but they didn't have ice cream while.
You're supposed to have ice cream while you getting social.
Yeah, but we weren't. We were just sitting there.
Yeah, I remember that. But I mean, the music was dope.
The music was great, and I was like, "Are we supposed to be quiet?" Like, I know it's. I know the Thurston Consort is playing right now, but are we supposed to be mingling amongst this?
Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred that you did, and I'm sure that Anna and Lori would have preferred it that way. I mean,
because like we're just sitting there, just like
we were watching.
Yeah, we weren't looking for a concert. We always refer to it as a performance because we don't want to do concert. We want to provide music for socializing.
A little ambiance. They're trying to give you a little ambiance.
We want to be the background.
English garden tunes.
Right, you got it.
You know what I'm saying? I was there. I was in there.
Yeah.
I was thinking how dope it would be to, eat some gummy bears and then listen to that while watching anime on mute. That would have been fire. That would have been fire. I was talking about I want to do an event like that. I think that would be so cool.
Oh yeah, I never brought this up to you.
What?
About this idea.
Which one?
Of projecting animations and having the consort play along with it.
All right.
I think it would be super cool.
No, it sounds fantastic. There's this thing that's been. I'm going to do it one of these days. It's just not high on my list of priorities. But this is a fascinating story. We were doing a concert, and we were performing a piece by a German composer. He was a German composer, but he lived in Italy. He was a priest, and he was also in the Vatican Science Department or something. And he was really interested in optics, and that he was writing all these essays and scientific papers about light and lenses, and he became very involved with what was called Magic Lantern Entertainment, which is basically a slide projector. But we're talking about a 16th century slide projector that's got a candle
behind it, right?
With reflective, and I guess there was this whole trade where these guys would had their projections set up on their they carried on their backs. They'd go to people's houses to provide entertainment. They'd go to parties to provide entertainment. So that there was, that it was quite the.
Sounds like a business.
It was a real business. I mean, it was a real. We were talking before. What killed it was motion pictures. Once motion pictures started, but I mean, they used to pack them into big auditoriums, and not just little projectors with candles, but big.
Get a bunch of mirrors, magnify that shit.
Yeah. And they do like slideshows of traveling, and then they would animate these things. So anyway, I'm going off on this tangent, but I can.
I can. So you get the vision.
Yes.
You get what I'm talking about.
Yes, I get what you're talking
for sure.
about.
Put Goku in the English garden. You know what I'm saying?
Who does the anime?
Which anime would you do?
I don't know.
Something commercially available, or
something commercially available.
Okay.
Nothing custom, unfortunately. Maybe. I mean, it's possible. But like for my idea, I'm looking for something that's just available already.
Right.
We just screen it for an evening without the sound. Boom. Ooh, or even if we could just have the music cut out and have the dialogue still with the I don't know, lots of ideas. It's Japanese? Flowing. Ooh, in Japanese too? Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
See that? We're firing right now. We are firing right now.
Well, that's it's segue king. Well, I didn't want to segue too far. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, this is round time. You talked about being 67.
Yeah, that's me.
Now I was good. There was a word that I was going to come in here and use, and then Sho advised me pre-production not to use this, but I don't know how to, one because you're you're a strong leader in the downtown area. I mean, just the community in general.
Sure.
Even more so amongst the can I say elderly? Am I allowed to say elderly?
Yeah, you can say elderly, although I personally prefer chronologically gifted.
Told you, elderly's not the move.
Elderly's not the
It
move.
felt like a slur.
Chronologically gifted. No,
Chronologically gifted.
but nobody takes me up on that one.
No, but we should do it. We should do something that's we should do like a talent show of the chronologically gifted, but call it the chronologically gifted talent show, or like
Fire.
Yeah, sounds great.
At the senior center.
We're killing it.
Well, there you go. There's the other thing. No, they haven't
Seniors.
taken me up to call it the Fitchburg Center for the Chronologically Gifted.
The acronym.
Where's Professor Xavier?
Yo, the a building just a whole sentence is the name. So, but yeah, so you know what I mean, like how you know, how do you not how do you manage, but how does that how does that come about? Is that just like now at this point natural like growth, just being involved in the community, running a nonprofit? Is it, you know, largely like these are a lot of your friends because there's I can't remember the exact statistic about the chronologically gifted in our downtown area, but it is quite high.
Yeah, 60% of the downtown population.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you have 3 major high rises in the area. How does one rise to prominence amongst the most gifted, right? You know what I'm saying? Chronologically, y'all are the most gifted.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean, years. There's
years of gifts and talents.
Yeah.
Add up, stack up.
Yeah.
Stack up. It's high.
There aren't a lot of advantages to getting old, but it's got some payback. So yeah, I know what you mean.
So
am I wiser? Sure. You
Yeah.
bet I'm wiser.
Yeah.
I have a lifetime of mistakes that I can turn to and say, well, that was a moment of blinding stupidity, you know.
What's the conversations like amongst, you know, like I know what our conversations are like, right? Like I know what our conversations are like.
My conversations with fellow boomers?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it all depends on the boomer. You know, I mean, by and large, it's, you know, there's a lot of complaining about aches and pains. That's always it's always an icebreaker. And then, you know, and then it's a matter of once conversations about aches and pains start, then it's a game of make it about you. You know, oh yeah, and I remember when I had this ache and pain. Oh, that's nothing when I.
Oh
when
yeah.
I had this, you know.
Damn, y'all out ache and paining each other.
Right. Excuse me.
Nah, because I feel like
go ahead.
Well, no, because what I was thinking is like the conversation can run the gamut. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
you start with aches and pains, and then you're like, but in '92, I would have fucked you up. You know what I mean? Does it ever spill out like that? And then you guys just start talking about what happened in '92, like dicing on the corners and.
Oh, let's go, Wallace.
What, trips down memory lane?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
Wallace Towers Chronicles. They in there beefing over. I don't know what they would be beefing over.
Well, you know, I mean, there's a couple of people in the high rise that I live in, which is for elderly, that call themselves musicians, but it doesn't jump to my mind, you know.
All right.
I'm thinking that.
Yo, we can relate.
Let's go. We know guys just like that.
You know, he's just able to bamboozle non-musicians to make them think he's a musician.
Say that business booming, but it don't seem open. I get it. Yo, we've seen. So it's like it's funny because like you know while we're generationally different, like the stories parallel. I guess that is an example of history repeating itself.
Yeah, sure, but I mean those people that gravitate to the arts, those people that gravitate to being serious about music, it's ageless. I mean, I know just as many serious musicians who are a hell of a lot younger than I am, and then when you come to the ensemble, you know, the Thurston Consort, it wasn't planned. In fact, I was thinking I wanted to have younger people in the ensemble and I will, because I'm thinking long term about this ensemble, that it's going to be here well into the 21st century. I won't be around, but I want this consort to be around. So, laying down the groundwork now to make it a cultural institution in this community. Just like there's other cultural institutions such as, I don't know, the Stratton Players and the other organizations. And was it New Players Theater Guild? What is it? New Players?
Yeah, New Players Theater Guild, okay. Stratton Players.
Yeah. And then, but my point being that these are cultural institutions now, like the art museum. It's something that you count on. You know it's going to be there.
Yeah.
And it's also a source of civic pride, which is something I'd really like to see the Thurston Consort become a source of civic pride. So it doesn't, and so my fellow musicians were all approximately the same age, with the exception of Lisa, and I could tell that because Lisa's the hardest one to book, because she's a working musician, so she's always teaching or performing somewhere, or she's got her she's doing something. So
booked and busy.
Yeah,
right. But she's the only one of us that doesn't have Social Security income. So that's why she's a she's a hard-working woman.
Yeah, but you paid into Social Security, so you worked hard before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I keep looking at Social Security though. For me, like a guy like me, and I'm at my big old age already, and I still have at least 40 to 45 years left of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wild.
That's the way it works.
I mean, hopefully this 401k swings around. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I'm getting beat up.
Well,
401k looking ugly. We not retiring.
Hey, listen. When this happened,
yeah,
withdrew that 401k.
401k gone.
Yeah.
So it's
hey, shout out, hey, listen. While I joke, and yes, listen now, because of how things were set up, but also how things weren't set up, I was able to take out my 401k. But also in hindsight, probably wasn't the best move to do. But also you should put some money in that 401k just in case.
For sure, and also if you're
financial advice and everything.
Well, we are not financial advisors, but also I would just say check out your employer's match program and at least do that.
And usually that's not going to exceed 3 to 6%. I saw some places might be 9%, but I don't know.
At least do what they're matching.
At least.
And maybe right now is not a great time to be aggressive like your boy, because my shit is getting rocked.
No, we do have to.
This is a young man's conversation, you guys.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Also, this is a different. If we were to go back in time, right, it would be a different conversation because people had pensions then,
for sure,
which is something we don't get now.
So what I wanted to ask in all that was I heard an interesting take about like you can being able to admire wisdom or be able to give wisdom, give advice, even though you yourself either it didn't work for you. Or like, man, how do I, when I was young, I spent a lot of time in AA meetings, not because this was way before I could drink, right? Way before. It was just long story. Anyways.
How did you, okay. Yeah.
Somebody who I was with and or around was in the meetings.
Was in the meetings and you was just a hanger on.
Right. So in that, right, like you learn a lot, like from people who have experienced the things.
From personal sufferings of other people. Okay.
So how do you, because so So part of our relationship, while we're all right, Shari pointed out, right, like we're all like very much on a similar, similar wavelength. I joke sometimes that me and Noel we're just like, what I'm saying, we're like the same soul. You know what I'm saying, I'm saying, I don't want to say that you're cranky, but you know what I'm saying, like we get a little cranky sometimes. Cranky? I don't know. No, I'm not saying that you are cranky. I'm just sometimes.
Right.
And like with that, like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of our growth here, not just on the show, but in general, like, you know what I'm saying, is contributed to your support, right? Like but how do you take like some of your life lessons, right? Like now that you're chronologically gifted, now you have this wisdom, good and bad.
Yeah.
How do you, besides the Thurston Consort, right? How are you imparting that wisdom? Or do you? Or do you, right? Like, or yeah.
Well, some people come to me looking for wisdom and guidance, which surprises me, but okay, I'm happy to give you an angle on this. I guess I get involved with building politics. The building's got what do we have? We've got a tenants association, and I was the president for 3 years. Then I couldn't wait to get off the board, and then the whole thing shook apart. So we're going to have new elections. So I guess I'm going to run again. So I'm involved with.
Let's go.
With building neighborhood politics. Yeah, I mean it's a funny place to live in a big high rise filled with apartments. It's.
Because you're there, because most folks who are there, like they're, like, there's not much travel.
We're there. What?
They're there. Like they're in the building. They spend majority of their time in and around the building.
Well, yeah, I suppose, but I mean, there's lots of traffic in and out. People go all kinds of places.
Okay, all right.
And there are younger folks that live in the building too. I mean. But if they're there for a reason.
Yep.
So it's kind of like, living in the island of misfit toys. It's everybody's got something a little askew with them. So, and myself included. But
we all gotta live in the. We all have a little thing, something a little askew about us. Go ahead, continue.
But I guess involvement. I mean, you were talking about leadership. You said I was a community leader, which I'm gratified you feel that way. And the point is that to assume some of that leadership, I was given the opportunity to take a class, the Leadership Institute, so that it was richly involved with the community, learning leadership skills to avail myself on the community. And so that it's the work I do with the Thurston Consort opens so many doors in the community to work with other artists and other politicians and other leaders in this community, academics. It's great.
Yeah, the Thurston Consort is out here just playing, performing at all type of different events, rubbing shoulders with all type of different people. Now I don't know if you want to rub shoulders with all different types of people, but
Well, I'm looking to rub shoulders with a Latin hip hop.
We got a suggestion for you after.
I told him. But yeah.
Fire.
We do got to do that.
Yeah, chase him down.
We'll make it.
Yeah.
Chase him down.
Is it May 11th? That's?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna link the links.
Well, that's when you said you wanted to have a city full of concerts. It was that weekend, so I said, okay, May 11th.
May 11th.
Yep.
We in here.
Everybody.
We should do something in here May 11th.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
But.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's open the pit up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Open the pit up?
No, like have an open mic in here.
Oh, okay, cool.
We've done one before and it was pretty well attended actually.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to have another one here. We could live stream it.
Yep.
All right, let's take the ideas offline though.
I know, offline. So, no, what I wanted to talk to you. So, real quick, because we have questions to ask you. You've answered some of these questions, but these are new questions.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I think we asked him the regular interview questions last year, so we'll ask him the new set. Job interview.
So, but my question was, I want to get your feedback, your takeaway, from the Artist U workshop.
What workshop?
The Artist U workshop that we embarked on. So, I don't want to. The people watching will put the pieces together once like information is like, then they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, see why y'all did X, Y, and Z. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. There are no coincidences. But what were your thoughts on that? I got the book right here. Got the workbook right here.
Yeah. Okay, well let's start from the beginning. I was well aware of Masamoka's A4A operations, and I have on several times prior sent inquiries about joining, but they were all down in Connecticut or Rhode Island. They weren't. Maybe they were out in the Berkshires, but they weren't.
There was none here.
None
like
central Massachusetts.
Right.
Yeah. Which wasn't that part of this whole thing when you had that conversation, Derek, was to bring it here.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Stroke of genius. And I know I don't know her. I didn't know her personally, but I knew of Molly. Is it Molly Rideout?
Yes. Yep.
Molly Rideout. And I was familiar with some of the other people, and I'd even read third party evaluations of the A4A program, and I was really impressed and really glad it came along. It was nice doing the big circle with other artists. It was great for just networking and making connections. Although I haven't followed up on any of them, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Oh, hey, listen. Oh, no, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say this publicly, but listen, I'm probably not going to follow up.
Right, it's just human nature.
Yeah, it's just human. It's just like I don't mean like
I
it
wasn't
didn't.
taking it personally.
Don't mean no harm. But
Yeah. I don't mean Okay.
You're gonna have to follow up with me if you wanted to work with me. Because
the way my schedule is set up.
And there's probably a lot of people that are the same way because I haven't heard from any of the other people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like all the people that said we should follow up with each other, you didn't. I haven't heard from any of y'all, and that's okay because people are busy.
The whole program, though, is I guess it started with the program started as a separate program down in Baltimore with that fellow who was, he's the author of the books.
Andrew Simonet.
Yes.
Is he Philadelphia or Baltimore?
Baltimore.
He lives in Philly now.
Oh, got it.
Okay, well maybe I'm looking at old information, but it was.
Yeah, no. It probably started in Baltimore.
It started in Baltimore, but I think he lives in Philly now. Okay. Has a dance studio or something in Philly.
Well, where you go? I'd love to live in Philly. It's one of my favorite cities.
Oh, I love Philly also. Anybody trying to roll up that joint, let me know.
Bro, we don't roll up Phillies anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about rolling down to Philly.
Oh, okay.
Get some cheesesteaks, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Mm-hmm. Get some pizza, make a Philly taco where you put the cheesesteak in the pizza.
Oh, bro, stop.
That's where Liberty Accordion is.
See?
Where my...
We're going to go get some accordions, too. Fucking play the Tester Glockenspiel. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sure.
Be out there.
Yes. I'm here for this. Here for this.
Maybe
all right, let's call the van.
There's a place in the for a.
This is gonna be perfect. This is gonna be perfect for when we go on our tour.
We could take a Tesla, and just that bitch will drive us there. When none of us even got to drive, you just gotta punch it in. And there, you can sit in the driver's seat, my boy. You out here.
Brand new test to bring it in. So you were when you knew all this information before you like registered, like, hey, I'm interested.
Yes, I was very familiar with it.
All right.
And
Okay.
then
All right. Okay. All
And
right.
then it was an opportunity.
So you were the sample audience that they were like, we're getting so much demand for to bring this to Fitchburg. It was Noel the whole time.
Well, I contributed, but I'm sure there are lots of others.
For sure.
There seemed to be a lot of Pittsburgh. We were like our own cohort to ourselves.
Yeah. No. So that was the cohort is fantastic. I couldn't have picked a better cohort because I didn't pick.
Hey yo.
Right.
But yeah, no. It's been great. I was raving about y'all earlier today, actually, in my meeting.
Raving.
Yeah, raving.
Oh, you're stark raving mad, my friend.
You know this. But mainly because, like, to what you're saying, like, I do think that a resource, an opportunity, even on a networking, right? If you take nothing else away from the educational side, right? Just being able to network, hear from, see other artists, be with other artists, like, was important. Furthermore, just like to be, just on, like, us being able to support each other here is just a, like, what I mean? Like, to me, I think is more important than and what I said today was that, like, what I think it helped everyone realize, or at least the cohort realize, was that, like, though we're in different, like, areas of our creative practice, our art, or like, we're, like, like, on a similar trajectory. And it was good to share those experiences, especially because, we're Fitchburg, like, like, we're in this general area now. At least one other person who is okay. Obviously we've known each other, but I'm just saying, like, like, now it's
for the other people on the
squad.
Other
people. It's like, now it's more confident to, because I know, and that's, not here, but in a lot of places, right? I actually had a conversation today before I got here today. Went to the business meet and greet, and a gentleman was like, kids today, right? Like, I saw this thing, being a YouTuber is like the top job that kids want to be today.
Really?
Yeah, being a YouTuber.
How profitable is it?
Very. For the right person.
So I thought you got the right package.
Yeah.
But some people, what goes into being a YouTuber, what goes into doing a lot of things is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And a lot of just, like, skills that ultimately, right? Like, you might think, I'm going to be a YouTuber because I don't want to go to school. Well, guess what?
You gotta
go to school to be a YouTuber, right? You gotta learn. You're gonna have to learn.
You have to learn laterally transferable skills, and I feel like a lot of kids just don't think that. They're like, I'm gonna sit in front of a camera all day, and that's it. But somebody's got to edit the video. Somebody's got to, there's just so much.
Got to create content if you're gonna be profitable. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it's got to be content people like. But also, one thing I found from being a power YouTube watcher. Is that
you? Is that?
Oh my God!
Are you self-identifying as a power YouTuber?
Oh my God, I am.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Me too. No, I watch everything I don't know if you're familiar that you can speed up videos on YouTube.
No, I don't know that. Really? Holy Toledo!
No, you can speed up videos on YouTube.
Okay.
To like to double time the speed. Now.
So Derek watches a lot of content that way. I can't take it in the same way. So I'm a power watcher at regular speed, and still. I'm averaging and this is almost embarrassing to say, I'm averaging probably like 30 to 40 hours a week of YouTube content.
Oh, easily.
At least.
Easily.
Okay.
Easily. At least.
Easily.
So, so I consider that like power watching. But anyways, I've noticed that there is something for everybody.
Yes.
And when you stumble upon a topic that you didn't even think anybody was talking about, there's a million YouTube videos about it.
Yep.
There's a million different perspectives on it.
Yep.
It's out of control. So, I mean, every kid wants to be a YouTuber, but the market is saturated.
Is it?
It is. It is indeed.
There's
the fact that these exist. I mean, I don't know what their numbers are.
Oh, they're in billions of streams.
But my point being, what their profitability is, It
depends on what the advertisers want, right?
Oh, it's up to them.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube assigns you to an ad package, and then sometimes advertisers can select to like sponsor your videos or whatever, and it's more, I don't know, whatever. I don't even see any ads on YouTube.
And if you get on like a live stream or a video like this one, and then you start cussing a whole bunch, and if you're talking about certain things or like, yeah, like, you know what I mean, like, you're just not gonna make it. That's why a lot of people turn to Patreon, which you can go and subscribe to our Patreon, become a member of Young Coffee today. We'll also have our Coffee Corp donation platform here shortly as well. But yeah, that is why like a lot of creators, educational creators, which is the majority of the stuff that I watch, like not even like stuff that I need to learn. It's just like, why the Suez Canal got stuck.
Love that.
Like, I'm just watching a video for 40 minutes about the Suez Canal. Like,
I watched 2 hours yesterday of melting content, which was people melting like ingots, making ingots for the apocalypse.
Like the little metal things?
Yeah, like little bars. The little ingots. Like taking the furnace, grabbing the aluminum, popping all the tops off the cans, crushing the cans, melting them down, scooping all the schmutz out of it, pouring them into ingots.
Schmutz.
Growing it. I mean, growing a pile. Got a stockpile. This dude's stockpile is crazy. I mean, he did like easily like 18 hours worth of work to make this video, and it was $65 worth of aluminum in the end.
And then somebody like Sho explaining this, or right, someone is watching this. Millions of people, hundreds of thousands of millions of people probably have watched this video.
Oh yeah, he got lots of views,
and probably a fraction of those people are then taking the extra step and being like, "Hey, we just want to keep seeing you melt shit. Here's $100.
Here's some money.
Here's some money."
Bro, there was $100 super chat on this video that I was watching. See? Like somebody was like, "Here's $100.
Here's $100. Keep up the good work."
So it's like you got to make that desirable content. And I mean, like, I just feel like there are a lot of wannabe YouTubers and a lot of already YouTubers, and this market's saturated. Saturation.
Oh, well, that's...
There's your YouTube update.
And that's YouTube.
There's so much more. Listen, don't even get us started about the colorism, like, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a person of color, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go on, you can go on YouTube. Go on incognito browser. If you're at home, don't leave this right here, because like we're here, so we're trying to help your algorithm. Later. We're trying to help your algorithm show more dark shit on your algorithm.
Open the incognito browser. And
you go in there.
Go to YouTube.
And if you start scrolling, like, you're gonna see very few like black YouTubers. Not that they don't exist.
Yeah, I know they exist, but
anyways, it's interesting landscape in the world today that we have to navigate. That I don't wish this upon many people. And then people who are younger than us probably got like there's way more stuff that they're worried about.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
The internet poses a whole new set of challenges every minute. So,
and then on top of that, I met with some like high school age students, and they were talking about like, oh, we're new to the country, been here 4 or 5 years, right? Like, okay, we're middle, right? Okay, like, oh, I wish I knew, like, I'm getting in trouble because I'm doing this, and like, but back in my home country, like, you're allowed to do these things. You're allowed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like it's crazy stuff, but it's like, I don't know. It is kind of stuff that teenagers do regularly, but it is stuff that in school system they'll get in trouble for. And then in the school system with them getting in trouble, and then on top of that, you're an immigrant, so you don't necessarily know, like, you know what I mean, like, what societal norms.
Sure.
Yeah, societal norms, and that's what they're saying. Like, I wish when I was younger, I had more information on societal norms, and I feel like this is just like on both ends of the spectrum, both in young people, immigrants, X, Y, and Z, needing like more of that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it means to be a regular member of society exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have no idea. And then also, like, I don't know, but like, you know what I'm saying? You get elderly people. I don't want to say elderly. Chronologically gifted. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's not an insult.
But you get the chronologically gifted who are like, damn, I don't know what the fuck I can say nowadays. I don't know how I can say what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to say what I want to say without you getting offended. Not even saying like I'm saying something bad, but maybe how I'm saying what I'm saying, because this is just
yeah. Follow that.
And
I mean, it should come to you as second nature. Maybe I don't know what to say, but you certainly know what not to say.
I don't know. I don't. You must not spend that much time on the internet, because like the internet will tell you different.
That you can't say certain things.
Yeah, the internet will.
But the internet be right sometimes.
It does.
It does be right.
It does.
Because there are certain things you can't say anymore that you used to be able to say.
So when I put in the comments, this guy's a tiny little weasel dick, that's not gonna make it.
Nah, tiny little weasel dick slaps. Like, I think that's a good one.
Well, that's.
But you can't call somebody the R word because they're being stupid anymore. And that used to be acceptable.
Oh,
even in the 90s, though. You know what I mean? Like,
sure, no.
When I was coming up, that was the lingo. What are you, an R word? We don't do that no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like things you gotta worry about. Different sort of things.
Or not worry about. I don't know.
Or not worry about. I mean, some people just don't care.
Some people don't care.
They're just the way they are.
Yeah.
But I make a concerted effort to try and change my behaviors.
Yeah, it is. I guess it is frowned upon, isn't it? See, there you go. You already know there's something you can't say.
Yeah. See, so you're exactly right. You hit it right on the head when you were like, yeah, you already know what not to say. Just say the other shit.
Right. True. Hey, if you guys are just now tuned in, this is for you. Okay. So we have some questions here for you, Noel.
I don't have the questions because my phone is dead. So
could we finish the previous subject before we got sidetracked?
Oh,
and that had to do with the A4A program.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes.
Because I did have some criticisms of.
Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Run it.
Talk to him. Run it.
Well, are you recording this?
Of course we're recording.
Of course. We're live.
All right. Well, okay. Anyway. Nobody's going to care what my opinion is. So I have problems with the prose in the text. I don't know what the author, what's his name again?
Andrew.
Andrew. I don't know what he's trying to come across as, but it's just too segmented. It's too, it's got like these little glitchy spurts.
It feels like he wrote it the way that he speaks.
Yes, exactly. And okay, but I don't think it carries over.
That's not proper syntax for novelization.
Right.
I get it. No, I get it. I see personally, I enjoy the way that it was written because, like, I read the way that I speak.
Right.
Short bursts.
Well, there you go. I guess I'm just used to reading boring academic.
No, but I get it. If you're used to like procedural language and like, just
yeah,
I get it.
Procedural language. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe it's all the years I spent writing science or technical reports.
Right. So you're used to that. You're used to
right.
Long,
and it's not written in a very bookish style.
But
these are all nice ways of saying
reports,
that he's not really,
technical reports of saying the same thing over as many times as possible.
Yeah.
Just differently.
So, but yeah, no, that is, I think that's a valid criticism because that's how you took in the media.
Okay.
Yeah,
I validate that.
I do. I see both sides of that. I didn't like it either, but also I think it did make it easier. I read in my own voice also.
Uh-huh.
It's easily digestible for a person who doesn't necessarily read all the time.
Precisely.
Okay.
Because it feels conversational. But I mean, you don't have to agree with that. I mean,
right. Well,
I have
I don't. Well, you know, it's up to each their own.
I have another.
It irritates me.
I have another book. Shout out to El Toro Promotions. I got another book that's like unfuck your. No, it's not. I have something like Unfuck Yourself or something like that. But it's very much in that same vein of like, you know, let's work through your artist statement. Let's work on building your but it's in a much more book format.
Okay.
That like, and it really helps you work through the like it's, you know what I mean, like work through problems rather than just like, again though, listen, Andrew's great, but yeah, I did at some point in time, it was just like half this stuff sounded like it was in my own voice, like it sounded like I wrote it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like if I put my thoughts together to like, this is what I learned over, you know, how you can make it. Now I'm not successful. Does not mean, to my earlier point, right? Like, can you admire advice, wisdom, though the person who is delivering said advice or wisdom, it didn't work for them? Right? Can I write a book on the same matter even though it didn't work out picture perfect as you may want it to be, you know?
Well, you give your experience.
Right.
Like your take on it.
And then if we go into the workbook, there's a lot of time there spent on what strikes me as, well, I guess it's just a personal thing. This need to narrow down the focus and state the goal. It seems that they have the perception that if I can strip away all the other activities that are involved in my artistic pursuits and just narrow it down to that one goal that will
unlock it for you.
Yeah, unlock my endeavor. Well, it's unlocked. I'd like to kind of get it in a tidy little pile somewhere.
What are you supposed to do once it's unlocked?
Yeah, no, so I also get that is
make money.
Another super valid concern, but I feel like
our money.
I feel like the overall, for me, the workbook is kind of supposed to make a focus on just that. The asset is focus. It's helping you strip away the ugly parts, but the ugly parts are what makes art. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, maybe my mind works differently because the more the text tries to make me focus, the more I need to generalize.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm aware of all the other.
Because you feel the other parts still calling to you, right?
Yeah, they all got to get done. You know?
Yeah.
These are skill sets I have to learn, and so, you know, the last I left with the text was I wrote my, you know, what is my ultimate goal to fulfill and apply all the training I have had in, you know, nonprofit management.
Because
that's what everything rolls up in there.
Rolls up. So for me, so I did this right in my. What do I need to do? Establish Coffee Corp. That was. And then for this year, right, the simple goal is, what I put, like, it wasn't like real. It's like, you know, relocation, not relocation, but, you know, like basically building acquisition, venue acquisition is the ultimate goal. How we get there, right? Like to the point, like the general thought of this is where I'm trying to go. How I get there is now still up to me as the artist, right? Doing what I know what the end goal is. How I get there, whatever steps I take is okay. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, because there is not a right way for me to get to the end goal.
Right.
So that's how I look at it. But I'm also like, when somebody tells me to simplify it, you know what I'm saying? Like, my brain does not work that way.
Right.
Make it simple. Okay, so more steps is what you're saying. That's what you mean? You mean you want me to spell this out for you? A, B, C, D, More steps is what you need. No, that's not what you need. You just want one. You just want one thing. Okay, but then we're gonna break it down into multiple steps. But then we're gonna remove some of those steps just so we have the real things that are important. Like, nah, so you see what I'm saying? You already
focus.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't even tell me none of that. Like, don't tell me the rest of the stuff. Just tell me give me. I'm a headline person. You give me the headline. You give me the headline. Okay, I know what the rest of the text said already. Right. I don't mean that literally. I'm just saying.
I know what you mean. I mean,
but like this is
the way I read the Sentinel and Enterprise.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, me too, but only because like I'm not fucking subscribing to that online Sentinel, so I just read the headline and that's it. Because you click on the article, they're like, "Would you like to subscribe?" No, lol, son. Stop disguising yourself as my local paper.
Well, gee whiz, I have a subscription to make me feel like a heel, man.
Hey, sorry, man. I'm glad you're subscribed.
I'm glad you're subscribed.
Yeah,
somebody has to support.
Somebody has to
Support.
Yep, my sentiments exactly.
Local newspaper.
Yeah, but I mean, like ever since they were bought out,
it
doesn't feel as much like a local paper.
No,
it doesn't.
I feel like they miss a lot of the news.
But I knew who to send the press releases to.
Yeah.
Usually get something out of her. So.
Yeah, I don't be having luck.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't had luck.
What are the names? I'm not gonna.
We'll take it offline.
We'll take it. Yeah. Same people though. Same people.
The forest is moving behind me and it's bugging me out.
Yeah, I don't know if they know that the couches are butted up against each other, so that whatever they do over there, you can feel over there. Also, that I didn't realize that until they sat down because I forgot to pull in case you didn't know, we got a little more depth in here.
Yeah, today. I feel the depth.
You feel it, right? It feels weird. Pause. It feels a little weird. Pause. Okay. What happened? What are you thinking?
So, I'm trying to figure out what you meant about feel the depth. Feel the depth.
Feel the depth.
Because the couch is
not
couch
field,
is
also field, but feel.
The couch is further back today
Yeah,
than normal, so I feel the depth of the room.
Right.
Like from my camera to me, there's a wider depth.
Yeah, so if y'all if for those who are watching, also sorry about last week, y'all. I didn't have shows. I don't know what happened with shows Mike last week. I mean, y'all can still hear him, but if y'all watching today, you'll see.
I was muted last week.
No, you weren't muted, but your mic wasn't turned up all the way. So like, and you was doing all the talking too, which is crazy. And I was like, damn. I was on fire too. You were on. No, it still sounds great.
Like, I was on fire.
But this is something, now it's gonna look like I'm out here trying to sabotage my man. Because like now I got him over there in like the dark ass corner, and that wasn't the intent. I wasn't trying to like.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't trying to put him away over there.
It's the corner he gravitated to.
Yeah, that's what.
This is where I always sit.
That's where he always sits.
Oh, there you go.
He moved it back into the darkness.
Yeah, and I meant to move it back forward so he's a little more.
But anyways, enough about the production.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the production.
So, Noel, we have some questions here for you,
okay,
and these questions are meant to. Say it again.
Offend?
No.
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 We asked you the offensive questions last time.
Yeah, we did. We did ask you the offensive questions.
Okay,
but these questions are like sentimental questions, personal questions, reflection questions, etc. First question: just talk about your personal journey and your reflection. Now, this is like think current, right? Like today is January 31st, so think
you got it.
Current. First question: what significant personal experience resonated with you recently? How has this experience impacted your perspective or work? And can you share a specific challenge or triumph in this journey?
Oh, he'll make it easy,
Multi-part question.
Multi-part question. The first one's always hard.
What was the first one? The
first
significant?
One. Yes. What significant personal experience resonated with you recently? And then the second part of that question is.
I have personal experiences that resonate every day.
Oh, okay.
So pick one.
Talk about it.
I was reading this history of the Roman Empire. Wish I could remember the Latin phrase, but and I wish I remember which emperor the author was talking about. They used this phrase that was, he is chastened by guilt, chastened by regret, chastened by regret. I'm thinking, oh man, that's me, man. I'm chastened by regret. I just got one regret piled up after the next. Some of the regrets are big. Some of the regrets are very small. Mm. Some of the regrets have made me a better person. Actually, most of them have. But I still regret, what happened and how it happened. And it might not even have been my fault. I still regret that it happened.
Right.
Some of these things can't be avoided.
Yeah.
But for my personal past, something that's popped up here in Fitchburg, there's something that's always popping up. But I guess I'm learning I'm not taking the stairs, but I'm working out on the stairs again. It's something which I used to do, and I forgot how important it is and how much it means to me. I think I'm going to get my lazy butt across the street in the YMCA, but I never make it. Mm. But I certainly can walk down the hall and step into the stairway and work out on the steps for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've got a 14-story Stairmaster.
I see you. Let's go.
What's that?
I see you. Go ahead.
So that's a personal thing. There you go.
There you go. Stairs.
I've done it before, stairs.
Stairs resonated.
Take the stairs in a manner of speaking, because you're not taking the stairs, but you're taking back the stairs.
Taking back the stairs, yeah. So what was the next layer on that question?
I think you answered that one.
Yeah, you hit it.
You answered that one. So we're gonna go to our next one. Let's talk about a collaborative experience.
Okay, we got lots of those too.
What significant personal experience? Oh no, with whom did you recently collaborate or share a significant interaction? What was the most valuable lesson or takeaway from this collaboration? And how do you foresee the collaboration shaping future projects? Oh, and stipulation: you can't talk about us. It's a cheat code.
No, I was thinking about our friends at the Pittsburgh Housing Authority.
Hey,
this woman whose name keeps slipping my mind. She's got a name like Mindy or something, but I don't think it's Mindy. But she comes in, and she's in charge of housing authority relationships with tenants, and what are the tenants' issues? Let's get this resolved. Let's get this taken care of. And I think was it before the, no, it was during the broadcast here that I was talking about being involved with the Tenants Association. And there had to be, we're having a new election, because the last election was nullified because it didn't go according to our bylaws.
Oh, wait, so you're back in that thing? You're back in the... Oh, wait, go. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Well, there hasn't been an election yet.
Because the last election was
fraud. It was null and void, but the whole point is...
It was illegal according to their bylaws.
Explain to everybody in the room, the election was not according to the bylaws because it was all my fault. I knew it wasn't according to the bylaws. I was bypassing the bylaws in the interest of convenience and getting this over and done with, because I wanted to get off the board. I didn't want to delay this any further. So there were certain steps that we didn't follow through with. There was a member of the board who figured that out, who she didn't know that's the thing, nobody knew that the bylaws existed. Even though they all voted for it, and it wasn't that long ago, it was just a few months before the election.
Yo, this is okay. I don't mean to cut you off, but this is the scary thing about this leadership thing, is that at some point in time they don't be checking.
No, they don't.
It's a scary.
But then they do check.
Then they do check, and then it's
Then it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Right. Yeah, that's when it happens.
Wow.
You can fool all. Well, anyway, so so we're digging again, but I'm here. Here's an instance of giving over wisdom gained from my experience, because in this building with the tenants, I've conducted a lot of meetings, and as you know from conducting meetings, there's certain techniques that have to be followed, and and so things have to be established as you go along, but they have to be clearly established. I'm chairing this meeting. We'll get back to you on this. Right now, this person has the floor, and so the thing is that this woman was chairing the meeting, and she didn't know how to chair a meeting, and it just quickly, disintegrated.
Devolves quick.
Yeah, devolves quick into nothing but a bitching session.
Yep.
Those are the best meetings. Right?
Yeah.
That's how a lot of meetings end up.
But the point is, they was there for a subject. The subject was setting up the next election. Let's do it. So she kept on letting them get off the point, and I had to bring it home, saying, do you have a calendar? What's the calendar for the election? So that was to bring focus back. So what was the question? Did I answer that one?
You told
us about a collab that you did, but it didn't drop so easy.
And honestly, what that future is gonna look like or not look like.
So the whole reason for the election is for you to not be a part of it anymore, right? You don't want to be on the board anymore.
No, I didn't want to be on the board, but the current president, who I expect to see her reelected, she's asked me to be on the board. So I said, all right, buddy.
Now you're back.
I'm not elected yet.
Every time you think you're out.
I was going to run for treasurer because the previous treasurer just trashed the books.
Did he cook them? He cooked them up?
He didn't cook them. He didn't do them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to go to the bank to get photocopies of bank statements.
You got to do the extra work here.
Yeah, I had to do his work. So I might as well do it. Oh,
that's fun. That's funny. That's all right. I got a couple more here. What piece of music right now has captured your attention? And tell me why. And is it
today?
It could be today, but in general.
Well, right now I'm really working on Spanish music. I'm doing arrangements. Lisa sent me the arrangements for the 19th century Puerto Rican dance music composer, Juan Morel Campos. Beautiful arrangements. It's great. What I'm working on is there are two pieces. One's the 16th century. Then the next one's the 17th century. It's both Spanish. They have a vocal part. And I've been I've got different sources that I'm drawing from, and not everything is meshing together. So it's kind of like, and I don't speak Spanish, but what I'm doing is looking at the text with rhythm, that I know what I've got 3/4 notes, a quarter note, 2 half notes. So I know how it's going to need to fit the syllables as well as I understand of these Spanish words. Okay. We'll find out what happens when we go along. I do have other references. Yeah, but I think it'll be all right. But that's been my focus, really focused today.
Okay. Have you had any meaningful conversations so far this year that really left an impression on you? And if so, can you share anything about that conversation?
this year.
Yeah.
Month of January.
Month of January.
I mean, I've been hiding out. You know, there have been some conversations I've had with one of my neighbors, but that had to do with she doesn't think she's going to want to take her clothes off. You know, she doesn't think I'm going to get in her pants. So that's a pretty meaningful conversation.
Yo, I heard that it be getting freaky in those old in the chronologically advanced areas. I heard that it be getting freaky in there.
That's what I heard. I heard this also.
I heard that it be getting real.
Well, this is just me. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the example of every 67-year-old man.
Oh, so Noel just be in there getting freaky, huh? All right, I see you, my boy.
Right.
Nah, but that's just what I heard. That's just what I heard. I know a girl who's a CNA at this place.
Yeah.
At this like retirement place. And they said that I don't know, it'd be horny in there.
Right.
Yeah. All right, see? That's confirmation.
Hey, listen,
That's enough confirmation for me.
Listen.
Man said, yeah.
Listen, if I you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, like I'm the same. Like only different thing for me from childhood is that I just got, you know what I mean, I got older, you know what I mean, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? I can do grown up things now. So if that's any indication of where I'm gonna be in 30 years.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure. All right.
Yo, when I'm 68, I've been fucking for like 50 years now.
Like that's
I know all the shit.
I know the tricks.
I know the shit.
I know it.
I get it.
They probably know it also.
I get it. That's chronologically gifted. Those are the gifts of chronology.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we at the chronologically gifted, we like to say things like, I can still do things just as well as I did when I was 25. I mean, I can sleep just as late. I can watch I can watch just as much TV.
Yeah, see? I get it.
All right. That's what I'm talking. Yeah.
But see, I guess that's one of the things. You learn to spend time instead of wasting time.
Oh, I am very sensitive about wasting time.
Yeah, you got to be.
That is something I'm always beating myself over, and try not to waste time.
Oh, me too. I don't know if it's to a positive or for the detriment. It doesn't matter right now. Right now. Oh, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Birthday coming up. Shit might change. Shit might change real quick.
I'm 36.
Your birthday's coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, when's that?
Sunday.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Mazel tov.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna see about Saturday if you had any inkling about trying to ride out.
Going out to that thing on Saturday.
Lowell.
Yeah.
It starts at noon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta be back here by like 5, I think. But
I gotta see what time. All right, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. No, obviously, we've talked a lot about just involving the community, getting involved with the community. Yeah. What are you currently working on? I mean, you're always working on stuff in the community, but what's the first thing that really besides the concert?
Well, I can't. The concert.
You can't. I know.
Everything's filtered through the consort. There are.
What about? Have you been to any events? Let's go there. Have you been to any events, local, like community events lately?
This month?
Yeah. Past couple months. No. It's January, so. No. Sorry.
No, I've been.
Just been inside.
I've been. Yeah.
Laying low.
Yeah.
Been having conversations with the neighbor.
He's
been whispering freaky shit to the neighbor.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That, we've been
working on the pieces. Like,
you
come
know what
on.
I'm saying? Hey, he been in the stairs.
Multitasking.
Yeah, I get it. I see you.
Waking up in the morning, hitting the stairs.
Coming
back, coffee. Probably have a little coffee.
Yeah.
Start getting your annotations down. You know, or going through, maybe rehearsing what you worked through previously.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Working through the arrangements. All right, you know what I'm saying? I slept on this today.
Yeah.
Later on, get a little lunch. You know what I'm saying? Holla at the hootie hoos. Like, hey.
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of writing. I got to catch up on.
Yeah.
You know, I got to catch up on. Communications, letters, and.
Someone came on here and said that they spend 2 hours a day just writing.
Yeah, easy. Don't you?
No.
What?
What kind of writing? Like regular writing, like just like typing emails and.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Typing emails, writing letters.
No. I'm saying like creatively. I mean, I don't know. To me,
you don't think sending letters is creative? I mean, I'm asking for money. You got to be creative.
I don't know.
But also, that's that person's artistic practice, though.
True.
Every day.
True. I don't have any other questions.
Yeah. I mean, I got to write. I got to finish that press release, and then there's. I don't know what.
You're writing
there are some grant deadlines that are coming up. Didn't I see one on next month? There's a grant deadline coming up with Creative Cities. What's coming up on the 4th?
No, 13th.
Yeah, 13th. I know that's that. Okay, I'll have to go back and check.
No, I don't think I don't have any. I don't have any.
I'm probably confusing.
I feel like you would know.
I feel like I would know. Actually, no. There's no guarantee what I would know. Not gonna lie to y'all. No, no. We're all having a great. Damn, I don't know. See, I gotta. Yeah,
how about you? Oh, you guys went to Lowell to the.
Yeah.
Party time.
Yeah, we have that show out there, but now we're going back to see the art space.
Art spaces.
Because they're spending their art money.
Is that the same art space that we received a presentation on at
Western Ave Studios?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait. In the Stewards program?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it looked really cool. I was there. I was trying to find a bathroom, and then one of the artists, I was like, "Oh, cool. Do you work here?" And she was like, "Yeah, this is my space." So I got to see one of the artist lofts. It was pretty cool. They apparently have both workspace and live workspace.
Yes, they do.
And I only saw workspace. I didn't see live workspace. Apparently, that's in the other building up a couple flights of stairs, etc.
That's in Lowell.
That's in Lowell, yeah,
Okay.
Western Ave.
And the Pittsburgh setup, that's going to be pretty much the same? There's going to be...
I don't know.
First floor work?
No.
Huh?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I think there is plans for work and live workspace, though.
There is.
Yeah. So most of the spaces there, the project is apartment, 68 units. There will be an auditorium and or a gym will still be functional, will still be used as something like that.
Yeah.
I think there's plans to have like a first floor like market or some type of like shared group space.
Sure.
I don't know if it's to what like I don't know if there's gonna be like shops on that first floor. I think it's apartments, right? Like apartments, and then like maybe a function room or a shared, you know what I mean? Like yeah, what's it gonna call it? Yarnworks has a similar setup.
And the studio
like a
space
community
is
room
in each
type.
apartment.
Yeah. What do you say?
And the studio space would be each apartment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So they don't have to go far to get to their to their work.
Yep.
Not much of a commute.
Not much of a commute for sure. I mean, unless they have a job, right? Because like they're
I understand.
They're they could be artists, but you know what I mean, like have a work for UPS. So,
yeah, and some artists, I mean, a lot of performing artists, they're not.
They're
not full-time performing artists, that's for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, so...
You have any other questions for...
Nah.
Noel, do you want to say something to the folks before we head up out of here? I need to have Zeep tell us about this driving test. Not driving test. Started driving hours today.
Nice. Fire. The only thing I wanted to talk about besides the things we already talked about is...
Oh, that Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj diss?
That's just weak. It's whack. It's stupid.
Okay.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
It's just I was gonna bring up a nice positive thing about this receipt I got at an ATM today.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to step all over your.
I got this receipt at an ATM today before I came to the show, and on the back of the ATM receipt it says, "Don't trash it, roll it," and you can split it right in half, and each half of this receipt is a rolling paper.
No way.
Crazy.
Wow.
I mean, it's thermal paper, so the ink situation doesn't really bother me that much. It's not really ink; it's just heat made these marks.
Yeah.
Yeah, really interesting stuff. Really interesting stuff. I also had these. I had these special gummy bears that are legal in the state of Massachusetts, and they were really good. They did me justice.
Did them justice.
Shout out to Green Arrow.
I watched. I just wanted to bring up that I watched The Greatest Night of Pop, where all of the celebrities join in to sing "We Are the World." And it's hilarious because anytime I see this, I see clips
Wait,
of
it's
this.
the updated "We Are the World"?
No. It's the documentary of them recording "We Are the World."
Okay.
Yeah.
So them all coming together.
Yes.
That's just the weirdest grouping of people.
So there's that meme where you get Michael Jackson like side eyeing, what is his name, Huey. Oh my goodness, Huey Lewis maybe.
Huey Lewis, yeah. I was gonna say Huey Newton, but that is completely the wrong person.
And it's just funny because like, and then they tell the story about Prince. Prince didn't want to come. Prince didn't come. He wanted to record by himself, X, Y, and Z. But if you watch that "We Are the World" video, and I need to go watch it again. But outside of like the little rehearsal clip, like in the video of "We Are the World," Michael Jackson is singing by himself.
Okay.
Is he?
Yes.
Interesting.
I mean, he's
Michael Jackson. He could do anything he wanted.
Yeah, he was also in the group. He also laid the vocals, whatever. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I just thought it was funny to watch that whole little documentary and just see people. Yeah, it was a strange group of.
What a weird group of people to get together.
Folks. I want to do something like that.
Didn't they do another
what song are we gonna sing?
Isn't there another song that had a bunch of celebrities singing it?
Which one? Damn. Why do I feel like U2 has something to do with this?
Not Imagine. Remember when all the celebrities did it at the start of lockdown? Damn. Anyways, it don't matter.
I don't remember.
It don't matter.
I just remember like people doing like karaoke via Zoom or something like that.
Crazy.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here.
Yeah.
I was watching these guys do all that.
I'm gonna play some music. We're gonna have to check in with Zeep on over the weekend, next week, to check in how driving tests are going.
Next Wednesday.
As well as get a solid update on just how the squad is doing over there.
Hell yeah.
It's growing. From last we checked, growing, but still got to figure out some things, figure out the next steps.
I wasn't here for the Zeep Squad conversation. I was like here in spirit because I was watching or listening. But yeah. Anyways,
Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Superb owl.
Yo, hey, happy Black History Month, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Hey, next week. Sorry, I'm over here supposed to be talking to y'all, and I'm doing other things. This is my problem. You can't multitask on camera. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to.
Nope.
Next week we'll have on the guest. We have special guests for the month of February. One time for Noel for joining us. Make sure you guys go follow the Thurston Consort on Facebook and also check them out, thurstonconsort.org.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.